something that they do that they're very good at. So they could be very work oriented or career oriented, or they have like a passion project or their own business even, and they work really hard. They're really hard workers. Maybe they're like in a position of leadership or some sort of authority in their career, or maybe they're just like in their life. They're just they embody they embody like leadership qualities, you know? So like the people that are around them are drawn to them naturally because they always have something to say or something to teach. People look up to this person. They're just very they're not lazy, let's put it that way. And they're not afraid to get their hands dirty, which is a very good thing. They might be an earth sign. So the Eight of Pentacles is earth energy. So they could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Yeah, this person's very grounded, very practical, definitely hardworking, likes stability, stability. They really, um, and we got two eights here, so definitely somebody who's pretty powerful in what they do and pretty just the strong personality. They have a strong personality. They like to plan. Again, earth energy here, strong earth energy, but a very humble person. So it seems like they have a lot going on in their life. They have a lot together. They have their life together. They're very successful. Like on a physical level, like with regards to their finances, their home life, all of that kind of stuff. They are pretty stable and secure in that, and it is very important to them to have that strong foundation. Um and because of that, they probably are very successful and very like their status is pretty higher. They're pretty known or they make good money, but they're not one of those like arrogant people. They're very humble, and because with the Eight of Pentacles, you know, they didn't just get this given to them. They worked hard for their money. They worked hard for their success. They really have spent day after day after day. They stayed up late at night, you know, really like achieving their goal and like mastering this skill that's making them money or becoming really good at something or achieving whatever it is that they want. They really have put in the work and effort and the hard practical work and experience, and they've gained experience through that to get to where they are. No one gave it to them, no one handed it to them. So because of that, they aren't really arrogant. They're very humble and appreciative of everything they have because they know how much effort they put into it. And just they have like a very positive perspective at life. I'm very strong, like courageous, empowered, brave, like facing their fears and going through the turmoil, going through the chaos, going through the hardships, adversity, no matter what, to get to where they want to go. Like they don't give up easily. Forgiveness. It says, I forgive myself, I am forgiven. Perhaps perhaps they had to forgive themselves for something. They could overall just be very forgiving people because of all of the stuff they've seen in their life through all of their hard work. Maybe they started with nothing. Maybe they built themselves from ground zero up, you know, and that's why they're so grateful for everything that they have because maybe at one point in their life they didn't have anything, didn't have much. And along the way, they had to forgive a lot of people in their past, a lot of maybe they had to forgive themselves. Perhaps they focused a lot of their attention on their career, and along the way, they kind of neglected their friends or their family or their maybe self care, and they just really have to come to a point in their life where they focus on themselves and they forgive themselves for all of that, but also do some inner work and self reflection. So they're pretty in tune. They're pretty in tune with themselves. Let's see. What else? Openness. Yeah, I feel like that's opened their heart a little bit. I feel like they have a very open heart and very willing to share their emotions and willing to share like their pain and their mistakes. They don't try to pretend like, oh, I'm the best, I don't have any problems. Like I said, they're not arrogant in that way. They're very humble, which means they're very like sensitive. I'm sensing like a sensitive nature, like a really hardworking person who's gone through a lot. And through that, they've gained a lot of wisdom. And because of that, they've become very open to possibilities, open to life. They have a very open mind. And I feel like that it's so true. It's like if they came from something that wasn't really an environment that would set somebody up for success, but they persevered and made it happen, right? Um, that requires a very open person. That requires a very open-minded, open-hearted, open energy person, because that's how you receive from the universe, through openness and expansion and believing it's possible, believing in possibilities, keeping a positive mindset, believing that you can. That's this open energy. And I feel like this person is very open. Just naturally they were born maybe special, in that way, to where they they knew nothing could stop them. They have a life mission and they knew that nothing is going to stop them. I definitely think that they created a new life for themselves through their hard work and commitment. It's like they created their own new life. No one else did it for them. Like they did it for themselves. Yeah, I'm getting like all these cards about your future spouse, not so much about the connection. This is really about them right now. This is like strong energy about your future spouse. So we have a Queen of Swords for your future spouse's personality. This is definitely a person who has gone through a lot in life, and it's kind of made them a little bit tough. It's made them tough, and it made them just really be they okay, so this person, first of all, knows what they want and they go after it for sure. They're very true to themselves. They follow their truth, but it's mainly based on logic. So it's not so much on their heart or their intuition. It's more on like their head, like what do they want, what makes sense, what's practical, what's logical, right? The swords are about the mind, about thinking. And they're willing to cut things out if it doesn't serve them. They're a very, very empowered person, a very strong personality. They say it like it is. They're very blunt and straightforward. This is Gemini energy, or it could be Libra or Aquarius. Communication is a big part of their life. They're very communicative. They're very intelligent and smart. And they've gone through a lot. They've transformed. They have gone through some sort of a transformation. And that's kind of what made them be the Queen of Swords. If you imagine a person who is so like, I'm not taking anyone's bullshit, I'm standing up for myself, I'm not letting anyone walk all over me, that type of person is created from maybe years of being walked all over, or people taking advantage of them, or not feeling like you're in your power. We're facing a lot of hardships, or seeing a lot of ugly in the world, seeing a lot of bad, and just being around a lot of toxic people. A lot of bad is what creates this kind of tough shell, right? You have to put on the tough shell to protect yourself. So this person definitely has been through some stuff, and they have put on not a tough shell. I wouldn't say like it's a mask or anything. It's just it's kind of who they have become because of all of their experiences. They just don't put up with bullshit. They're very independent. They don't really rely on other people. They seek the truth. They're not really influenced by their emotions. And they have a strong focus on their goals and their desires. So they're very goal oriented. Okay. Um, they might have a tendency to overthink as well, to be stuck up all in their head. Okay, so what will you like about this person the most? What will you like about them the most? Yeah, I guess you're not meant to know what you would like about them the most. Maybe it's the mystery, honestly, the unknown card. It's kind of like the moon card or the high priestess card, like you're not meant to know. Secrets, mysteries. Maybe this person's really mysterious. And what you like about them the most is that the more you get to know them, it's like the more you uncover about them and the more you realize how deep this person is. Perhaps because of all the stuff they've been through. It's like, wow, it's layer after layer after layer after layer of like this amazing person just keeps, on like revealing themselves more and more the more you get to know them. But maybe you're not gonna really know at first what you like about them. It's gonna kind of be unknown. It's like you're gonna be drawn to them, but you're not gonna know specifically why. There's just gonna be this energy that like draws you to this person, and it's this mystery. You're gonna be attracted to their mystery. Okay, what are they gonna like about you? Okay, so for what they like about, or what you know, what they like about you the most is the Six of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Magician. So I feel like they're going to see you as this very attractive, very successful, passionate person who gets a lot of attention from other people. They're going to really like that. They're going to really recognize you and want to celebrate with you for like all the hard work they really admire hard work. Obviously, they admire hard work. And you have the Four of Wands, which is like a little pause and a little celebration. First of all, this is about marriage. So the Four of Wands is about like having a firm foundation and like settling down and having a family, having kids maybe. And it's also like a soulmate card or twin flame card as well. So but it's a pause. It's like you've worked hard. You go through your Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, and Four of Wands is kind of like, oh, hey, like I get to celebrate. And then Five of Wands, you're still like working and there's a lot of conflict that you're dealing with. And you get to the Six of Wands, another pause of celebration and recognition and praise and acknowledgement for your efforts and your hard work. And so both of these cards are kind of about taking a pause and celebrating. I feel like they're really going to like that you allow them to take a break from work. Yeah, you kind of get them in touch with like maybe a more fun, lighter side of life where you can actually enjoy your hard work. They're really going to like that about you because they've been working so hard. Maybe they don't like relax enough. Maybe they don't take enough vacations or just live on the lighter, slower side of life. So I think they're really going to like about you that you help them have fun and loosen up and relax. And it's that passionate energy in you, this free spirited, passionate energy in you that they're really going to be drawn to. And they're not going to be able to say no. Like they're going to be mesmerized by you. Like you're just going to pull in on your beautiful white horse and they're going to be like, I will stop everything for you. I will celebrate you. I will recognize you. I will acknowledge you. They're going to be really passionate about you. And they're also going to like your passion, how passionate you are, kind of fiery and like a go getter, because that's how they are too. You know, like I know this is a little heavy earth and pentacle energy, but a person that really goes after what they want, if that's a lot of fiery energy, they might have a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or be a fire sign. But then we have the Magician as well, which is again Gemini energy. You might be a Gemini, but they're gonna. So I feel like they've been using a lot of physical effort to make things happen in life, right? A lot of actual like physical, um, like physical. What's the word I'm looking for? Like doing things physically. Words aren't coming to me. Okay, so they're like actually like doing the tangible, like the hardcore, like doing the work. And I feel like you have this ability to manifest things just easily, a little bit more easily, not so much effort and physical effort and work, but more like through your mind and through your visualizations and through your emotions. And maybe you're just more spiritually in tune. And they love that about you. They love how spiritual you are. I feel like you are a spiritual person, and they're really gonna enjoy seeing you create things so effortlessly and so easily, and to see you in your power. And you're gonna teach them a lot. You're gonna teach them a lot about how to get more in touch with their own power to manifest, and that they don't have to be so busy all the time and work so hard in order to get the same results. And that's why they're gonna be okay with taking a pause from their craziness and to celebrate with you and to enjoy life and to enjoy each other, because they're going to realize that this new way of doing things, they're really going to look up to you. They're really going to look up to you and almost put you on a pedestal. And like, you're also going to be just as mysterious to them because of your spirituality or your spiritual nature. And maybe that's why you're drawn to their spirituality or their mysterious nature, because you yourself are mysterious, and that's something that like gets you. Like, you like that. But yeah, they're definitely gonna like that you are like spiritual. Like, they're gonna learn a lot from you. All right. And then, so their biggest fears or blocks. So this is about balance, okay? This is about an equal give and take. I feel like their biggest fear in this relationship is going to be that they're giving too much and they're not getting enough back, or there's not an equal reciprocation of energy. Maybe because they're so successful, they're going to be afraid that you're only with them for the money, because they have achieved so much in life and they're so materially well off that you're just like a gold digger. You're like being greedy and you just want their money, or you just want them for their success, that you only love them for their success, not necessarily for who they are. That's like one of their biggest fears. And they wish that they could have an equal balance where like they give to you because they want to give to you. They're very selfless, very generous. They do share all the successes that they've had, all the accomplishments, all the money, whatever. They openly and willingly share it, right? This openness. They really are very generous and giving, but they have a fear that it will be taken advantage of. They won't be appreciated. That they'll just give, 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 and then you'll run away or something. So that's their biggest fear. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, and then how are they going to treat you, or how are they going to make you feel? So they are going to make you so happy, like on an emotional level. They are going to fulfill you so much. I know that they came out as the Queen of Swords energy, where they're not really in tune with their emotions and they're more up in their head. But like I said, you like the way they see you, like as this energy, the spiritual, high vibrational energy, and you're gonna open up their, like, you're gonna birth new life into them, I feel, and open them up even more. Open up their heart. You're going to open up their heart. Yeah, this openness card here. You're going to open up their heart, and they're really going to, it's like when you guys are together, nothing else matters. When you guys are together, all you want to do is be together and celebrate together and enjoy the fruits of your labor together. Equal. A lot of sixes here, very soulmate type of energy. Soulmates, yes. And just a lot of abundance in your life, and a lot of manifesting, a lot of creating your ideal life based on your passions and what you're excited about. So this is going to make you really happy. They're going to treat you really well. They're going to make you really happy. You might have a family with them. You might have a child with them. And they're just going to nurture you. They're going to hold you. They're going to be very affectionate towards you. And like I said, they're going to be very like open emotionally, or at least more open than they ever were. Okay, they're gonna definitely open up a lot more, but there's gonna be a lot of passion. Like they are going to really want you and be like attracted to you, and they're gonna fight for you. They're gonna go after you. They're not gonna give up on you. Okay, the King of Wands alone, okay, they might just come in and leave. But with the Ten of Cups, no, this is based in love. This is based in deep, deep love, but with a lot of passion and excitement and adventure. And they're really just gonna be focused on you. Like, of course, they're gonna still be focused on their career, but it's like you being in their lives is gonna get like, it's right under new life. So you guys are gonna start a new life together, and that's kind of gonna make them a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more in tune with their sensitive side. And there's going to be a lot of opportunity. Like, they're not going to be in this work, work, work energy. I feel like they're going to, like, give this relationship time and celebrate with you. And there's a lot of wands. There's 4 of wands, 6 of wands, and the King of Wands. So, yeah, like, you guys are probably going to have really good sex, probably a lot. And they're going to see you just as this sexy, dynamic, you know, just alluring creature person, and they're gonna love it, and you're gonna love it as well. Okay. And then for some final messages, I know this reading is super long. By the way, the King of Wands is again fire energy. I feel like, yeah, somebody with a lot of fire in their heart. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There's a Gemini, couple Geminis here. Yeah, I mean, those are like the main energies, but that doesn't have to be. Very soon and reconciliation. Okay. Yeah, that's that soulmate energy. So, very soon this is going to happen. So you're going to meet your future spouse or be with your future spouse very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Also, we at reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. So this could be somebody that you already know. This could be somebody you already were in a relationship with, or somebody you were friends with in the past. Maybe your long lost love that disappeared, maybe them. Or it could be somebody from your past life for like a soulmate coming back, because we do have the 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. 6 is all about, to me, like soulmate type of energy. Um, and like things from the past coming back, especially the 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, that's just that there for you to ponder. And one final card. Per telling about their future spouse, or this connection, or their future relationship. What do they need to know? Peaceful resolution. Hmm. That makes me really feel strongly like this is somebody that you had like somebody from your past that perhaps it didn't like work out, or like the timing was off or something, like it didn't happen, and then you're coming back into union with them, but there's going to be a peaceful resolution to the past drama with this person. Or it could be from past lifetimes, you have some stuff to work out with this person. And in this lifetime is when your soul contract says, like, we're going to get married and this is what we're going to work out, and we're going to resolve the issue from that lifetime, if you want to go real deep. So, however you want to take that. But yeah, that's there. And then, real quick, just some initials, because it's always fun. Proof one is future spouse. Give us some initials. V, G, N. Group one's future spouse. B, or W, Y, and Q. Okay, so that was your reading for your future spouse. I really hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like this video, leave a comment and let me know. Subscribe to my channel for more pick a card readings. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm sending you lots of love. I will talk to you next time. Bye. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your reading. So today we're doing a reading all about your future spouse. So who are they? What's the connection going to be like? We have this oracle card here that's going to give me the overall energy of your future spouse. Like, who are they? What energy are they embodying? What their personality is like? And then we're going to pull some or 5 oracle cards to get some more info on either your person or this connection, however the cards come out. And then we're going to go into detail about like specifically their personality, specifically what they're going to like about you, what you're going to like about them, their biggest fears and blocks, and then how they're going to treat you or make you feel. Then we'll get some angel cards to get some advice or further guidance, and we'll get some initials at the end as well. All right. Also, sorry, these videos are really long because I shuffle on camera and they go to like 30 minutes. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's just what happens when you do these pick a cards with like shuffling on camera. So if you would like to not do like for me to do that, let me know, and then I can do some other types of pick a cards where I like pre-choose the cards. I personally like it because it's more authentic and like you're here with me doing this. But anyway, okay, so your oracle card for your person, your future spouse, is mental conflict. Great. Just kidding. There are no negatives, right? Everything is a positive, and don't take it like, oh my gosh, mental conflict. But this is a 2 of Swords in the tarot. So I'm getting the energy of this person as they think a lot. They overthink a lot. They're a lot of times in their head. Maybe they're an air sign, so we could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And they tend to overanalyze, overthink, just overdo it. I feel like they kind of are guarded emotionally. Sorry, I just had like a cough attack. Okay, that's funny though, because my throat got really like scratchy. And the 2 of Swords is about communication, but perhaps about not communicating. It's just being very guarded and blindfolded, right? It's like the 2 swords like holding it up against your chest. Your back is turned towards the water, like in traditional tarot. Your back is turned towards the water. That's like representing emotions. So you're not really dealing with your emotions, and you have blindfolds on. So you're not trying to see the truth. You're not trying to see solutions. You can't make a decision. You're living in fear. You're living in your head. So you can't speak up. You can't speak your truth. So that's just funny that I had a cough attack right there. But yeah. So yeah, this person struggles with opening up. This person definitely struggles with opening up, making decisions, and just following their intuition, following their heart. Let's just see why. Let's see what's going on with this person. Okay, proof, determinant of future have eyes, life partner, etc. Indecision. Oh God, look at that. This is literally, I think, the 2 of Swords or the 2 of Wands. It doesn't matter. That's okay. They have a hard time making decisions, this person. They really tend to overthink things. They're probably a Gemini. They're probably a Gemini. I'm a Gemini, and I have a lot of trouble with that. Okay, group 2's future spouse or this connection. Courage. I find the inner shame to face fear with confidence. Okay, I feel like your person, your future spouse, deals with a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, and they have to really find the strength and courage within themselves to overcome these things. They really have to find power within themselves. Yeah, they live in a lot of fear. I wonder why. There's always a reason, you know? Reparenting yourself. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this person, your future spouse, had a lot of issues in their whole life, in their family life with their parents, siblings, something like that. Just growing up in their childhood, that created a lot of childhood wounds within them. Maybe they were like neglected, abandoned, abused, um, or they just simply maybe they had like alcoholics as parents, or just somebody who wasn't present, who wasn't there, maybe a parent who worked a lot, and it really made them it really screwed with their confidence. It really created a lot of fear within them, like maybe they're not good enough, like they can't do it, like they're just stuck, they can't move forward, they're stuck, they don't believe in themselves, they don't have the courage to move forward, they're just stuck. And so it's requiring for them to reparent themselves, to give themselves the parenting that they never got as a child. So to be the parent, to be their own parent, the loving parent that they missed when they were children. A lot of healing, a lot of inner work that they have to do. This is your future spouse. Okay. That's Kim's future spouse. Work connection. Stand still, yeah. Feel like uh they're just like at a standstill in life. They're stuck. They're stuck. They can't move forward. They don't know how to move forward. They don't have their confidence, the self-esteem, the clarity, but they have courage. Like they do have it within them. It's like they have to realize this for themselves. And in order to realize the way that they realize and regain strength within themselves is by reparenting themselves, being their own therapist, like becoming, validating themselves, loving themselves, self-care, self-love, that kind of stuff. A group two's future spouse. To the sea. I'll have to look up exactly what this card means because I just got this deck and I didn't study every single card. But like just intuitively what I'm getting from this card is like they have to make a decision, they have to go. And like it might be scary, it might be choppy the waters, there might be some stuff that they have to face, but they have to make the decision and with courage to go towards their north node, like to go north, to go towards what they want, what they know they need. And that does require a lot of healing work and the reparenting yourself and a lot of courage and to actually make a decision and to get out of this standstill. But it is being watched over, and it is number seven, which is all about healing. Like in numerology, seven's all about healing, introspection, spending time alone in solitude. So this person, yeah, they're doing some work. They're doing some work on themselves, spending some time alone. I feel like they did make this move. Like if we're tapping into like their energy and like what they're going through now, it's like this is kind of the past, but they did gain the courage to start working on themselves and to get out of this standstill and to make a move, right? To set sail on a new path of healing and solitude and inner work and self reflection and reconnection. Wow. All right. So now we're gonna get some more about their personality. What is group two's future spouse's personality like? I'm gonna take. I wanted one card. I'll take this and that, not these, and I was on the floor. Okay. So, what is their personality like? We have the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah. Your person is moving in the right direction. Your future spouse is moving in the right direction in their life. They are making the right choices and they are making moves. They're not at a standstill anymore. They are seeking perhaps therapy or spiritual advice or coaching or like seeing a psychologist or somebody like a trusted friend, or they are, I feel like they're getting help from an outside source to heal, to help with this thing. But their personality, it is in their nature to take their power back and to heal these wounds that they have, to look within. I feel like I feel like this will, like mental conflict, this maybe trauma or abuse or something in their childhood kind of stirred them up. It really made them a very introspective and self-reflective person. Maybe even like spiritual, like connected to their higher self. Very wise, a lot of wisdom, and committed to their growth, committed to doing this, committed to their healing, or like ready to move forward, ready to move out of it, ready for success. Like they're not giving up. Also, the Hierophant is Taurus energy, so yeah, that's all I'm getting so far. And then we got the air signs there, but because it's a major arcana, I feel like that's a stronger energy. All right, so that's their personality. Now, what do you like about them the most? What will you like about them the most? The lovers. Okay. They are a very, so this is a soulmate. This is definitely a soulmate for you. Um, a divine connection supported by the divine, like higher spiritual intelligence realms. It's like you guys are drawn together by fate, by destiny. You guys will meet, like destiny will bring you together. These two doves here kind of tying you guys together. The doves are representing like the divine to me. It just shows like you guys will be brought together by fate. But what you like about this person the most is that they're so spiritual, is that they are so connected to their higher self. They have gone through so much trauma, so much pain, so much sadness. Like it makes me really sad. Like I'm getting emotional. I'm not getting Yeah, they've just done so much work on themselves that like you appreciate that so much. You appreciate, look at this love. Look how connected they are. They're going to make you feel so comfortable, so at home, so at peace. Like this is your home. This is where you're meant to be. Just such divine love. So much passion and affection for each other and just pure unconditional love. And you're going to love about them that perhaps in the past they weren't able to make a decision because they were living in fear. And through their journey, they have learned to tune into their heart space. And you're going to notice that, then they're going to tell you their story, obviously. So you're going to know this about them. And now you're going to see them and you're going to love that the decisions that they make are based in their truth and based in their intuition and their higher self and in their inner knowing, their inner wisdom, because that's the lovers. So it's like also making a decision and following your intuition when making that decision. And whereas before they couldn't make a decision because they weren't in tune, now you see their, it's like you feel their progress. It's like you don't even know them, but you know it. Like you feel it. It's this soulmate energy. Like they feel so familiar to you. Like you feel their pain, you feel what they've been through, you feel what they've gone through, and you can see how much they've evolved and how good they are now at like making decisions based from the heart and from love, not fear. And that just binds you guys. Like it just, such closeness you feel with this person. It's so beautiful, this energy. Okay, what do they like about you the most? By the way, this is Gemini energy. So we got Gemini again. You might be Gemini, I might be a Gemini. Um, what do they like about you the most? Or have that in their chart opposite. Or they don't have to. What do they like about you the most? Yeah. So the Six of Wands, this came out in group one as well. For what do they like about them about you the most? That's interesting. So we have Six of Wands, and then we have the Queen of Cups. They definitely, first of all, love how nurturing you are. It's like you have this like healing type of energy, but like also very passionate and like you've worked hard. Like you're a hard worker. You've worked hard in your life. You've done a lot. You've gone after your dreams. You've gone after your passions. And you're just very successful. And you're known maybe by a lot of people, or you have like a big following. I don't know. Or a lot of people look up to you. A lot of people recognize you. And you're just very confident and like you get a lot of attention from people and they really like that about you. Like they like how attractive you are. Like literally your energy is attractive. It's magnetic. You magnet people to you. They kind of put you on a pedestal. They kind of put you on this like higher pedestal. And then also you are so in tune, like emotionally, intuitively like connected. And they really appreciate that about you. They appreciate how you're able to see them and make them feel love and like open up their heart too. You know, they've just gone through this past of having shitty parents or just experiences in life that have maybe past relationships, you know, where people have broken their heart and they've closed off because of that and they thought they could never love again. And then you come around and it's like, bam, you like open their heart like on a deep level, like a deep, deep soul level. Like with the lovers here, the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, it's just like this deep opening of their heart chakra. And they like see, they love that they love that you see through this like conflict, like this conflict that they have within themselves, that you see through it, you see beyond it, and you see who they are underneath that. They love to be seen by you. They love that you see them for who they truly are. Very, very deep connection. Soulmate, for sure. Like deep soulmate connection. Okay, what are their biggest fears and blocks in this relationship? Yeah. Okay, we have the Chariot. My first thing was that they're afraid of losing you, like you're gonna move on, like you're gonna move on from them. Like once you realize their weaknesses or like this like mental conflict that they have or these issues, these wounds, these, you know, things that they're dealing with, that once you see that and you see them for, you know, they open up to you about their past, let's say, and they open their heart to you, that you're just gonna run away. You're gonna run, like you're gonna go away. That's what I'm getting with the Chariot. They're also afraid to move really quickly in this relationship. they're afraid that it'll move really quickly because like they're afraid of losing you or something if it moves so quickly. Like they don't want it to like just be like a quick little thing. Okay. And then for how are they going to treat you or make you feel? Um, that I wasn't ready. How are they going to treat you or make you feel? How are they going to find you or gonna make you feel? Death. Yay. It's funny. Don't take that literally, okay? They're not going to kill you. That's funny though. Okay, okay, so how are they going to treat you or make you feel? It's going to be like a this relationship is going to transform you. It's almost going to be like a rebirth, but like for both of you. Like a huge like awakening or spiritual transformation of some sort. It's like going to wake you up from the dead. It's as if you've been like just going through life in like a very strategic or not even strategic, just like very mundane and like yeah, maybe life's become a little dull. And then it's like they come in your life and they kind of just like wake you up. Like that death phase is over. Like no more just like being dead in life. Like alive. They're gonna bring you back to life. It's like they're this angel looking well, 'cause death does have angel wings, right? So it's like they're this angel looking at you, admiring you, loving you as you're laying there just so vulnerable, so dead, hopeless maybe. And they come in and they're like, you're mine. That's my person. And they ignite this life into you. Like they give you life. It's like you give each other life though. And then all the butterflies representing like also change and transformation, a lot of healing. They're gonna help bring a lot of things to close for you, close up a lot of cycles as well. Yeah, they're gonna really treat you like kind of like from a new in a new way. Like it's gonna be something that you're not used to. Like it's gonna be not like the same old, same old, same old. It's like gonna be something different, something new, something that like causes like a new like a birth, like a new birthing within you, like a new life, adds new life to you, or something along those lines. It's gonna be beautiful. The Death Guard to me is a beautiful energy. All right, we're gonna get some final messages from Romance Angel. What? Hmm, Can we get some final messages for Group 2 about their future styles? Group 2 and their future styles. You deserve love. You are lovable. I feel like this is what you're gonna make them feel. I really genuinely do. I feel like this is kind of the like awakening that you're gonna this is how you're gonna open their heart. This is how you're gonna open their heart, says the Queen of Cups. It's like you're gonna love them so much because you're not gonna feel like you don't want someone who's just like everyone else. Your typical like perfect person who just has it all together and they check all the boxes. I feel like you're not into that. I feel like you're into depth and a real deep, like a connection. And maybe even somebody who's gone through some hardships, because you know that that's what builds character, that's what builds a person, that's what creates wisdom, because you yourself are very wise. And so you're going to love this person for who they are. And you're going to teach them that they are lovable exactly the way that they are. Like, they deserve love. They are worthy. And it's like they probably have self worth issues, or like they don't believe that they can be loved in that way because obviously they have some issues. So it's like you're going to wake them up to this reality that, wow, like I am lovable. I deserve love. And you're their Cupid. Well, no, you're their, no, never mind. Cupid brings the people together. No. Um, but it's like a Cupid's arrow strikes. So something is bringing you guys together. Cupid, God, the universe, the divine is bringing you guys together to show them that they deserve love. It's like that's kind of like your one of your purposes together as soulmates. And by that, they also show you love back, and you realize, oh my God, I'm lovable too. Like, I deserve that too. And this is the person I want it to give it to me, no one else. I want it from this person. What else? Group two's future spouse. Anything else they need to know about their future spouse for this connection or this relationship? But there was a card that turned over. No. All right, so we have no need to worry and big happy changes. Oh, so there's no need to worry. Absolutely no need to worry. Like I said, this is a divinely guided like connection. Fate is going to bring you guys together, and like it's your destiny. It's your destiny to be with this person. You don't need to worry about a thing. Like, it's going to happen whenever this person is ready energetically, and whenever you're ready energetically, and whenever everything is ready, it's going to happen. And when it happens, it's going to be big happy changes. It's going to be real, real happiness, but like on that deep, deep soul level, not just some surface, like, yay, like we go out to dinner all the time and we travel and we watch movies. Like, that's all nice and stuff, but this is different. This isn't like your typical prince charming type of situation. This is like a very unique and rare type of connection, is what I'm getting. And that's what's gonna make it so deep, and that's what's gonna make it so lasting and real and like unwavering. Okay, and then lastly, quickly, let me get some initials. Okay, so hero, who choose future spouse. Get some letters. So we have D. Please like never fly out. We'll take that file. All right, so we have W, G, D, J, N, Z, and A. And don't let the initials stop you, obviously. Like, if you are thinking of someone or if this is somebody that you recognize in your life currently, and if their letters aren't here, like, that doesn't mean anything less. This is just obviously general reading. So, yeah, but this is so beautiful. So, I really hope that this happens for you. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love. If you enjoyed this reading, please like the video, leave a comment to let me know, subscribe to my channel for more pick a card readings. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, Group 3, welcome to your reading. So today we're doing a reading on your future spouse. So we're going to get some messages on their personality, who they are, how they are, and we're also going to go into detail about like what they're going to like about you, what you're going to like about them. So how I'm going to do this is this oracle card here is basically like your future spouse's personality. It's going to give us some info on who they are and how they are. And then I'm going to pull 5 oracle cards, and that's going to be to tell me more about your future spouse and your connection with them. And then we're going to get into specific details with the tarot in like more about their personality and what you're going to like about them, what they're going to like about you the most, their biggest fears and blocks, and then how they're going to treat you and make you feel. And then we're going to pull some more angel cards to get some final messages, and then we'll get some initials at the end as well. So your future spouse has the energy of wisdom, number 5. Which in the tarot, this is the Hierophant, I believe. So right off the bat, that's Taurus energy for the astrological sign. They could be an earth sign or it could be in their chart somewhere. So your future spouse is going to be very wise, and they're gonna have done a lot of like soul searching and like inner growth. Perhaps they are very philosophical, spiritual. They like to read a lot. Very committed, very loyal. They like long-term partnerships, so they like to settle down. They like to commit. They like to be comfortable. They like to be in their comfort. They might be a little bit stubborn. They might be a little bit stubborn in the way they do things, or even in their belief system. They might have like a set way of thinking and doing things, and it might be really hard for them to like think differently. But because they have so much wisdom, I feel like that doesn't really stop them. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, if there's like a good argument or like a truth that comes and hits them in the face, they're not going to ignore it. They're going to be like open to it. It's just they're more comfortable. They're more comfortable in their own set ways. They don't necessarily like change, although 5 is the number of change. It's a little bit ironic that the Hierophant, would be the card of 5, which is a card of change. It's like almost like it's asking, like their deeper life lesson is asking them to be open to change and to get out of your like standard and stuck ways of thinking. But underneath all of that, they're going to be very wise. Maybe they're going to be in like working in the spiritual realm somehow, maybe a healer, something along those lines, helping other people, being of service to other people, being really connected to their life purpose. Maybe they're like therapists or psychologists, very loyal, and they're just all about the truth. They want the truth at the end of the day. They yearn for wisdom. They're very wise. They might be older than you, more mature than you, more life experience than you. They'll teach you a lot. I feel like they'll be able to teach you a lot. Door to value. They might be really financially well off, uh, financially abundant. Uh, Maybe they're using their wisdom and their gifts to like make money off of it. Maybe they have like a spiritual business of some sort, like a healing business or something that like somehow they're using their wisdom and bringing in like financial gain from it, like getting compensated for it in like a physical, tangible way. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yeah, with this five card here, five represents change and freedom, right? And then they have this freedom here. So I do feel like they have come out of their like little shell and like their um like like standard way of thinking and believing. A lot of times this deals with like religion and like, you're made to believe certain things in religion and you have to follow the rules. And it's just a lot of like indoctrination really that, and then you get stuck in those types of beliefs. It's kind of like a brainwashing, right? Like if you get brainwashed by society, by the media, by your parents, and you have this set way of thinking, and you're not willing to change that way of thinking. But so that's kind of like that kind of is the Hierophant energy a little bit. However, paired with freedom and this not being the traditional tarot card, but it being wisdom, I do feel like this is not the case for your person, your future spouse, that they have learned to exercise their free will and their power to think for themselves. And they do think outside of the box. Hence the wisdom, you know? And because of that, they're able to somehow have financially valued for their worth. Yin and yang. Yeah. So your future spouse, you and your future spouse, this is the divine, this is feminine and masculine energy intertwined. So I'm getting like divine counterparts here. Like your future spouse, you and your future spouse are going to have a nice equal balance of the yin and the yang. Like one of you is the like divine masculine and one of you is the divine feminine. And you guys are going to come together so beautifully. It's like alchemy, like it's going to just flow. A group three and their future spouse. Purification. Wow. This is we get the last oracle and then I'll go over it. Co-create. I kind of am feeling like you guys are going to be creating something together. Like, because you have this like divine masculine and feminine energy coming together, like you guys are divine counterparts. It's like you have a bigger life purpose than just like to go about your life as normal. This wisdom, like if they are this spiritual teacher, right? Spiritual guide, and maybe not in profession, maybe just in energy, maybe in just in their wisdom. That's just who they are. That's just, you know, um, if this is who they are, you being attracted to that energy, you being their yang or their yin, means that you also have that in you. You also have this deep healing energy within you, this ability to purify, this ability to heal others. Or you both have it in some way. I feel like you guys are going to be co-creating a light, like some sort of maybe even a business together. Like you guys coming together, like your future, like you being together as partners is going to open the door to value somehow. And that's going to free you guys because you're combining your energies. You're combining both your wisdom which is going to be a very purifying thing, by the way. It's going to really cleanse and detox and wash away what is not serving you and clear away and make a room for truth, for wisdom, for positivity, for happiness. And yeah, just like this co-creating. Look at that card. I feel like this is you guys co-creating it, creating together, working together somehow. Yin and yang. It's like you guys both have these energies. Each of you has some sort of energy that you need. And you guys are going to have like make money from it or something, or have your own business. And you're also going to be working with the universe, like co-creating with the universe, hence them being so spiritual and connected. It's going to be like it's like your life purpose. It's like coming together and then fulfilling your life purpose and together. Like you guys can do it like so much better together. You know how sometimes people need to do it on their own and they're like independently doing it while their partner does something else? For some reason, I feel like in this situation, this relationship, like you guys are meant to be together to create something better for the planet, for people, for humanity, like a big thing. It could be like a twin flame situation or like a soulmate. Obviously, it's soulmate. I mean, this is a deep soulmate, your future spouse. Okay, what about their personality? I want to know more about their personality. Your dreams, future spouse's personality. We have death and the Tower. Oh, rat. Okay. They're not afraid of change. They are definitely not afraid of change. And I felt that, like this five just like staring at me, which is all about change. And usually, like I'm telling you, the Hierophant is not a Taurus, really. It's not uh, an energy that likes change. But I feel like this person has moved beyond that limitation and has really like broken through that. And with death and the Tower, like death is literally about rebirth and transformation, and it's all about change, like the ultimate change. And the Tower again is about huge change, but this is like the universe bringing in change into your life, like sudden, unexpected change. It like turns your life upside down. That almost like leads to a rebirth, like a death. So this person might have gone through something major in their life that has made them into this wise spiritual being and person. They might have had like an awakening, some sort of a transformation, a big life event, a tragedy, something huge. Okay, huge, like something to talk about happened to them in their life, in their past, that has caused an awakening, that has caused a rebirth, a transformation. That's why they're so wise. That explains their wisdom. Yes, yes. Okay. What else about their personality though? That's their life experience. How are they like personality wise? The Page of Pentacles. Okay. So this could definitely be an earth sign. Well, we do have Scorpio here with death. And then the pages are earth. So Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So as far as their personality, they have this youthful, curious nature to them. I feel like that explains the seeking for knowledge and the seeking for truth. If you see like this book that they're holding, it's like they're constantly wanting to learn and grow and just know more. And it's this like inquisitive nature that they have, this youthful, childlike nature to want to learn more. They constantly have questions, why, and they want the answers. They're just never going to stop. Like knowledge and seeking knowledge and doing research and learning and growing and studying is like a big part of them, of who they are. This is in their nature. This is in their nature. Like, this is by no accident that this is who they are. This is something that they look for, that they yearn for. And so they do have this like youthful nature about them, but they're very focused. They're very focused on their goals and their dreams, and they really don't give up. They don't stop. They know what they want and they go after it. They move toward it. Okay, what are you gonna like about them the most? What are you gonna like about them the most? What is Three going to like about their future spouse the most? Oh my gosh, it's so funny. This card came off for group one as well for the same exact question, the unknown card. So there's only there's one card in this deck that's the unknown card, and that's meant to be like, oh, sorry, you can't get the answer. Like, you're not meant to know. But it did come out with another card, which is Two of Pentacles. So I feel like we're getting some information here. But I think this is kind of giving you the message that like you don't need to know everything. Like you don't have to have the answers for everything. Um Things will become clear in time. Okay? Like you will get the answers that you seek when the time is right. So you can let go. Two of Pentacles, what you're going to like about them the most is I feel like you're going to like that they're like very motivated and ambitious, and they work hard, and they know how to balance all of their responsibilities very well. They know how to balance all of their tasks. They're good with time management. They're good with money management. Like they're good on a practical level. They're very practical. They're good in that realm. Like you're going to watch them like accomplishing their goals and doing so many things because they have these dreams, they have this life purpose. And you're just going to watch them and be like, wow, like how can they manage everything? And they're just so balanced. They just make it look easy almost. But they're busy. But you kind of like, you admire that in them. You admire their work ethic for sure. And then also I read the unknown card as like mystery. That's kind of how I also read it for group one. Is like there's just mystery to your person that you're so intrigued by. It's like who are they? You never really know because they're just full of all these tricks. They have so much wisdom. They have so much life experience that there's always something new that you could learn from them. And it keeps you like there, like it keeps you in love. It keeps you attracted to them because it's not boring. It's not like there's just this one layer to them, one side. They have so many facets and so many sides that you're just really excited about learning about. And you always learn something new because they have so much knowledge and wisdom that it's like a never ending thing of truth just being constantly coming out of them after all that they've been through. They're always studying. They have this huge transformation. Like, there's just always more. You're never bored. What do they like about you the most? What does her praise future spouse like about them the most? Ah, the devil. You're very tempting. You definitely like that about you. Okay, so we have the devil, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Okay, so first of all, they really like that you are like you're very in touch with your passions and your like you know what you want. You know your dreams, you have desires. You are motivated. Like you aren't just like, oh, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know what's going on. You know what you want. You know where you want to get to. And you're very focused on your goal. You're very focused on getting there, and you do the preparation and the planning, the behind the scenes like thing that you need to do to make sure that once you go forward, like you don't screw up. So like you take the time to take notes and to do your research and to make a plan and to prepare yourself. So you tend to do that, but like you don't take your eye off the goal. You never take your eye off your goal, and you have a pet, like you have some sort of like a passion or like a desire that you're trying to accomplish, something you want to be successful at, and you do the hard work, like as slow as it may be and as long as it may take, like you don't give up on your dreams. Two of Wands being passion, Knight of Pentacles being just working hard towards your goals and dreams. You don't give up, and they love that. They love that about you because they're like that too. They admire hard work. You admire their work ethic, they admire yours. But theirs is more based in like a life purpose, I feel, and yours is more based in like a passion. I mean, take that as it resonates, but and you could reverse that, the role of that if you need to. But I'm kind of feeling like they're the ones that are like the spiritual, like they have this spiritual higher calling. And you have a calling as well, but yours is more based in like your passion, like what makes you excited. Now, this could also be life purpose, and it could, of course, also be a spiritual purpose, but it's something just more that is really strongly something you just love to do, and you're not giving up on that. Um, with the devil, like you are really tempting to them, and they love that. They love how tempting you are, and how sexy and attractive, and almost like untouchable, like you are not able to be had, like um what's the word, unconquerable, like they can't conquer you. Obviously they can't because they're like your spouse, but it's like this chase. They constantly have to chase you. You're like alluring to them, you're like seductive, you show off, you're very attractive, very beautiful, they love your body, and they desire you like sexually a lot. They love that about you. They love how sexy you are. And they kind of can't control themselves around you, but in a good way. I'm not taking the devil as like a bad thing here. I'm looking at it as like I'm feeling like it's like a positive thing that they can control themselves around you. And they've never really like had that before. That's why they like it so much. And I feel like the strong sexual attraction and chemistry is based in like a deeper soulmate bond that you have with this yin and yang. Like it's based in an emotional spiritual connection, the physical desire. So it's not just some temporary, animalistic thing. I mean it is, but it's based in something deeper. All right. And then their biggest fears and blocks. So group three's person's biggest fears and blocks. So 5 of Swords. Ooh. Again, five. It's this change. I do feel like deep down, like they might have some sort of fear of change, but they don't let that stop them. Like they still go and they still change, but like there's been so much change in their lives, that was big, that was really big and turned their life like upside down. So like they kind of have a fear of that. Like they don't want conflict, they don't want trouble, they just want peace. That's why they're on the spiritual path. Like they just want peace. They don't want this drama and this conflict and this arguing. And their biggest fear in a relationship, in this relationship, is that there's going to be conflict, there's going to be arguing, and somebody's being stabbed in the back. Maybe that they're going to get stabbed in the back, cheated on, lied to, betrayed, something along those lines. There's going to be a lot of competition. They don't want competition, they don't want that. They want peace and love. Yeah, that's their biggest fear. And then how they're gonna treat you or make you feel. So how is group three's person, future spouse, going to treat them or make them feel? Let's see, there's an advance. The Chariot. So they are definitely going to pursue you and take action toward you and make you feel loved and nurtured. The Chariot is Cancer energy. By the way, the devil is um what's the devil? Capricorn. Hello. So again, earth energy here. So I just want to call out like the signs. Okay. Yeah, so this is Cancer. So yeah, I feel like they're going to treat you. They're going to want to be like your knight in shining armor or like your Prince Charming. That's what they're going to want to be for you. Or your Princess Charming. Just come in on a horse and just sweep you up. Make you feel really good. Make you feel really special. You know, Cancer, the energy of Cancer is a very intuitive energy, a very emotional energy. So I feel like they're going to be very in tune with your feelings and your needs and your, like, what you want. And so because of that, they're going to really be able to satisfy you. They're going to be really able to satisfy you because they're in tune and they feel you and they feel your energy. And they're going to want to just love you. All right, let's get a card from Romance Angels. Ah, okay, group three's future spouse and other messages for group three's future spouse or this connection. Group three's future spouse or this connection, any other messages. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. With this freedom card here, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness and free yourself. I feel like freedom is going to be a big thing in your relationship and this connection. Either they're going to help you let go, and especially with purification, it's like this relationship is really going to allow you to release some things that are holding you back from moving forward. Like just your fears, whatever conflict you have within yourself or things that are holding you back, you're going to really help each other, like almost free each other. You're going to also feel very free with each other, like free to be yourself. It's like this unicorn that's been locked away in this cage, afraid to come out because it's different, right? And your future spouse is going to be like, no, 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 you let that unicorn out. You show that to the world, or vice versa. Like, you guys are going to really encourage each other to be your true selves and to show all of who you are. Like, you're weird, you're all of it. Your quirks, your strangeness, just to embrace who you authentically are. It's going to be like a very empowering relationship where you empower each other. Hence why I feel like you guys might go into business together, have some sort of like a family business or something that leads to financial gain based on your strong work ethic and your passions. You both have this strong passion slash life purpose that you're both like pursuing, which is going to really help you guys work well together. Okay, what else? For group three is future spouse or connection. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. You're gonna know. You need to free yourself. You need to free yourself right now from any past drama, anything that's holding you back, any attachments that you have. Yes, this person will also help you, and this relationship will really open you up. But also, I'm feeling like you need to really, right now, like free yourself, focus on yourself, love yourself, self love, and listen to your intuition, follow your intuition. When you follow your intuition, that is when you align with the path of your future spouse. Okay, because when you are off your path and you're living in fear, let's say, or you're not doing things that you know you need to do, not making the changes in your life that you know you need to make, that takes you off your divine path, right? And part of your divine path is meeting your soulmate, is meeting your divine counterpart. So if you're not following, like, that is your destiny. Yes, there's destiny, like you're meant to be together, but you have free will. And if you're using your free will to live in fear, then you're not. You could miss your death, like you could miss your person, right? Or it might take just extra long to realign paths with them. So there's a strong emphasis here on listening to your intuition and letting your intuition guide you through your life, which will align you with your future spouse. That is what's going to get you to them. It's not going to be logical thinking. It's not going to be like practical thinking. It's going to be following your heart and your intuition and letting that guide you. And that's where you guys will cross paths or reunite. This is somebody that you already know. And then we're going to get some initials. All right, so through Freeze future spouse, can I get some letters? Freeze future spouse. Anything else? So I see sets. So we have S, E, X. Okay, so obviously those could be initials to their names, or this could be a very passionate relationship as well. A lot of connection through sex, a lot of intimate bonding through physical affection, and sex. We also have F, Q, and T. All right, so that is your reading for about your future spouse. I hope that resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please like it and leave a comment. Also subscribe to my channel for future card readings. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love. Take care of yourselves. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.